Right, question 16, A, part 1. The length of the rectangle is 6.7, and that's to two significant figures, so this is the second significant figure. What we're then going to do is the length of the rectangle, write down the upper bound and the lower bound. So, upper and lower. So the lower bound will be in here, and the upper bound will be in here. What I do is I say whatever the value is that you underline the second significant figure, move up by 1 and down by 1, and then these two values here will be your upper and lower bound. So the upper will be 6.75. You could put 6.749 reoccurring, that's acceptable as well. So that's the first bit. The lower value then is 6.65, sorry there, 6.65, and that's your lower done. Part B is a bit of a tricky one. What you got first of all is your area. So your area is to three significant figures, so that means that the area then can go up and down by 1 each time. So here this value and this value, so 29.55 and 29.65 are our values. So if we're wanting the upper, the biggest possible value for the length, we're going to take the maximum area and we're then going to divide it by the least, or the lower, height. So the maximum area we can have is 29.65, and then that will then be the lowest height we've got, which is 6.65. Put that in a calculator, we'll then get 4.05263, and then we'll do the same thing but the lower this time. What we want to do is take the lowest area, so low area, and divide it by the highest height, biggest height if you like. So that's 29.55, and then divided by 6.75, which then gives us 3.97778. Part C, just fit that here. Write down the width of the rectangle to an appropriate degree of accuracy. You must give reasons for your answer. So the length then would be 4 centimeters. Why? Well, let's look at the reason acceptable. We're going to say if we rounded then to the nearest whole, so 4 centimeters, because the upper and lower bound would round to this number if we did it to the nearest centimetre. So basically this number here and this number here, if we rounded them to the nearest centimetre, then they would give you 4 anyway. Question 17. Explain why a straight line passes through the point 1, 2 must intersect the curve x squared plus y squared equals 16 at 2 points. Well, the reason for that is, let's try values that would work. If we put x equals 4 in there, with the little table of values, x is 4, to make this work, y would have to be 0. Equally, the reverse is true on this. So I could plot there and there as values. Now what we then also got is, I could actually have minus 4, because minus 4 squared gives me 16. So I'll then do the 0, and the same thing here. So I've then got this point here, and this point here. What you actually get is, this is the general form of a circle, the general format of a circle, where this number rooted will give you the radius. So if I draw, using a compass here, the circle, then what are we looking for? Explain why. Well, why is it? Because a straight line would intersect a circle at 2 points if it goes through 1, 2. Then we've got the finale, the final one. Solve this equation. So I'm going to put some steps in here. So step 1 is when I get rid of the fractions. So what I'm going to do is move this one up first of all. So I prefer writing my steps as clear as I can. So my first line is going to be moving the x plus 3 times everything by x plus 3. Then what I'm going to do is times everything by x minus 3. So x minus 3 will come up here. X minus 3 will come up there. Now I can express this in a different way. That's actually the difference of two squares. So the difference of two squares can be shown to be x plus 3 in a bracket and x minus 3 in a bracket. So we've actually got cancelling happening. These two will cancel with this. And then times out these brackets, so I get 3x minus 9, minus 4 times x is minus 4x, minus 4 times 3 is minus 12, that equals 5. Minus 3x minus 4x gives me minus 1x, so minus x. Add the 12, which is 17, add the 9, which is then 26. So then x then is a value of minus 26. And I've just realised here I've actually missed an x out, haven't I? Missed an x out from the start, so that should be x. So let's just scrap this line of working out and just do that bit again. Sorry for the mistake there. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times minus 3 is minus 9, minus 4 times x is minus 4x, minus 4 times 3 is minus 12, and that gives you 5x on this side. This then gives you these two together, the 3x minus 4x is minus x, then we've got this and this together, which then gives us minus 21. If I then add the x onto this side, I get 6x equals minus 21, and divide through then by 6 into this will then give me the value of minus 3.5.